Okay, right. Okay, guys, welcome. I've got Lance on with me now, live from where is it? Sunny? Is it Southern
Bellevue,
California?
Bellevue, Washington, right by Seattle.
Excellent. And it looks nice there, from what I can see. It looks very similar to what we've got over here. In fact, your weather is looking similar to ours recently. Every time we're communicating, we're about the same, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
It's and it's this. This is what makes what we do for a living, I think, a lot of fun, because as soon as that sun comes out, I want to get outside there, take the dog for a walk, and just soak up a bit of sunshine, get some vitamin D. The fact that we do what we do, Lance, enables us to do that, doesn't it? Because we have no boss, we've got no one telling us when to do, what to do, or anything like that. We choose our hours, and I think that is a wonderful thing. Now, the reason that we're talking today is because obviously we have a brand new course launching between the pair of us, and that is 60-minute flips. And I thought what I'd do is get you on a live call so you can introduce yourself to my followers, and we can tell them a little bit about what they can expect and how this course came about. So over to you, Lance.
Thanks, Trevor. And yeah, we do have similar weather lately. It's nice to be able to work from your home and go out and take your breaks in the sunshine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Trevor. I got my start in sunny California and San Diego at a Starbucks. Needed to make some emergency cash. Short story, I went inside my GoDaddy account, hated the domains I had in there. Maybe I thought I had a brain lesion or something when I bought them. They were just awful.
I've done that.
So I decided to go through some searching. And I remember my mother, she's a professor, did a research story on Bill Gates, and he would have a thinking period in the woods with a notepad and pen, no electronics. He'd let his mind go to see what it'd bring back. And it'd bring back something great. He'd write it down and take it to the text, see if he can create it. So I got in the process of trying to let my mind go to try to see what it would bring back and tap into that creativity. And I found a domain name I was really excited about, tripped over one, doing that in the methods that I'm teaching in this course. And I got it out there in the marketplace. And the key was to stay so excited and follow through. And I made my first sell within 60 minutes. And it was absolutely insane, $497. So I called my buddies, and they didn't care what I had to say, because they were on to other things. One of my buddies said, "You can't do that again.
Yeah.
Never discount me. I hate being discounted." Remember when I was in the military, my father discounted me for a program. And because of that, that drove me to complete it.
Yeah.
So I went out there, found another one the next day, made $700 on another domain name, and I bought that one for about $1.29, $1.19. And the other one before that, I'd spent only $12 and I bought the domain name. So I was kind of saying, this isn't a fluke. I've done 2 domain names. So I started getting crazy and testing new things out. And I sold domains so many different ways. But Trevor, I never spent a dime in marketing. These ways they're free. They're creative.
Excellent.
You don't need a list. And so I made a lot of money. And I decided to do some coaching and teach other people how I do it.
So, I mean, we're talking about a way to make money that anybody can jump on immediately. They don't need any experience, they don't need a list, and they don't even need to spend any money on marketing. So, to me, that is ticking every single box that I can think of. And I think your story is wonderful, because I've been in that position, mate, so many times. And, you don't know how on earth you're going to pay the bills. You don't know where the next dollar is coming from, and you're feeling completely stressed. And somehow, some way, you come up with an idea. And I've done that. I've done that in this business. In fact, I come up with an idea once. My wife walked into this office when I first started out going full-time in this business. And she said, "You know what, Trev, you've got to do something, because this is crazy. You're going to have to go and sign on." I don't know if you have that in the United States, but that means go and get the dole money, the government give you your money, right? I said, "No way. Just you'd have to be patient. Everything's coming together." I came up with an idea, Lance, on that day. Within the next 3 hours, my idea had been put into action, and that ended up generating $3,200 in profit for me. And it came in a few days, and boy did I need that money. So it's amazing what can come to us. And I love the idea of what you just said there about getting away from it and just some quiet time and letting the ideas come to you. I think that is something that I do a lot when I walk in Jim, my Labrador, and I get the phone out and I make notes all the time. I can be in the middle of the countryside, gorgeous day, lovely rolling fields, and I come up with this idea. I think, that's it, that's the one, and they always make money, don't they? So, yes. So you made your first few $100 while sitting in Starbucks. You were still in there and you'd made the money, right?
Yes, I was that crazy guy in the corner laughing to himself. Everybody's looking at me. I just made my first sale. And it's like you got this secret. You want to share it with the world, but, we finally came to that point where we wanted to share it. But, yeah, I made some really good money over and over, and I still am, and it's nice. It's fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've tested the system out myself. I've sold a few domains. Now, I've got to tell you, I've been buying domain names since the year 2000, and I've still got a 4letter.com that I bought in 2000, and that's actually worth a few bob. And it's going to be one of my business sites. I decided that I'd finally pull the old classic car out and put it to work, so to speak. But I've been buying domain names over the years, and I've never ever sold them until recently, when I sold 3 domains in 3 days. 197, 197, 297. Now, those domains, very similar to yourself, they weren't domains that I'd collected over the years. They were domains that I went and found valuable domains and sold them in the space of 3 days. I made just under $700. So that's both of us doing this, both of us making really serious money. And it's something you can do in your part-time, isn't it? In your spare time. This doesn't have to be, you do it in your spare time, right?
Absolutely. There's so much profit in domain names, and transferring a domain name over to somebody just takes minutes. From step one all the way through the sale, it doesn't take very long. So I thoroughly enjoy it. If you do the work, what do they say in the military? And I apologize, the plane going overhead here.
That's okay.
A warrior does work first. So you do a little work first before you go to the beach or you go to YouTube. And then, you let it do the fishing for you. My systems will show you how to do that. But I do it part-time. If you actually look at the time that's spent doing this, it's part-time, Trevor. And you make really good money, so you can leverage your time to make even more somewhere else, or go have fun with your family. We create lifestyle in this business, don't we?
Absolutely. And we've put together a great course, haven't we? I mean, you've done all of the content. I've put the structure of the course together. And so as I've been putting all those videos into the various modules, I'm like gobsmacked at how much content is in there. And there's also 2 huge bonuses that are in the front end product. So for this crazy price, they're going to get not only your full course, but they're also going to learn how to become a vendor and an affiliate on Warrior Plus, which is absolutely priceless in itself, isn't it? Because going forward, there is a fantastic way there to make money within Warrior Plus, especially if you combine that with your domaining. So if anyone that is following listening and watching this right now and would like to get involved in domain flipping, tell me this: is it complicated? Do you cover everything? Because it's something that I think I've always found it really easy to buy a domain. Now, I know I've sold some recently, so I know the answer, but this is for my guys, right? Really easy to buy it, super complicated to sell it, Is it complicated, or can anybody do this?
Anybody can do this. It's newbie friendly. The hardest part of this business is staying excited long enough to follow through. And that's all it is. I worked with over 90 students in the last few weeks. And Trevor, from time zones from Africa to UK, where you are, to Australia, I was out all night, all different times of the day, and listening to my students. And I know you and I share some of the same students, and what they needed in the course, what they wanted to see. So I covered it. And our support is so good that if you have additional questions, follow up. And we're learning new things. We're going to show you how to do that too. So yes, newbie friendly. I've made thousands of dollars a month. What I average, flipping domain names. It's exciting. So if you just do the work, and it's not a lot of work, and you stay excited long enough to get your listing out there, and all the little tricks to give you that unfair advantage here, you'll do well, and you'll make some decent money.
Yeah. And now, obviously, because you promoted for me, but I recently released a course called Flipperdom, with Bobby D. And Bobby D was one of your students, right? So you've taught him, and he's not only gone on and sold a load of domains, he's even brought a course out on domain himself, which I think is fantastic. The thing that I want to say is that I'm also in a Facebook group with my students in Flipperdom, and using those techniques, these guys are going and making money left, right, and centre, which is fantastic to see. And I know you've got a load of success stories as well, haven't you, from your students to prove that this really does work.
Absolutely. Bobby got really excited, so it was fun to watch him go to work.
Yeah.
We had another lady sell one for $650. We,
Nice.
have a lot of students reporting in and so forth. Again, the biggest part here is just, doing a little bit of work. It's not a lot. Following through, staying excited, and don't listen to anybody that wants to steal your dreams. Get rid of all life suckers for that moment.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do it,
yeah.
And make some good money for yourself. And Trevor, the other interesting thing here is it gets easier. I mean, you got to ground yourself a little bit, not to get too confident and cocky, but it gets easier. Things start coming together. I mean, you start even, building a following, people waiting for you to get another domain name out in the marketplace. So stay excited. This is a really good time in this course. And what we're doing here is current. It's happening now.
Yeah. And it really is a real genuine fast cash strategy, isn't it? It's not something that's got a steep learning curve or that has like a load of work to do before you can get ready. It's not like an SEO course where, although it's great to have your site ranking and getting commissions that come in on autopilot, that's going to take you a few weeks of hard work. This is a solution that literally on the day they get this course, they could get results, right?
Absolutely. You get started for free, less a few dollars for hosting per month. Buying your first domain name, we show you how to do that for up to 99 cents, and flipping it. Then you get some seed capital. We show you how to trade up, get even more domain names, and to make that big score, that big sell. But if you have a dinosaur computer, you can do this. You don't need any money, Trevor. I've made this so simple for everybody that it's so easy that some of my sales page people are like, these are ugly, but they work. They convert. And so
I think that's part of the attraction, isn't it, Lance? Because people that are watching this now, our followers, a lot of them are going to have no clue about, I don't know, making a sales page or anything like that. But everything's covered in the course, step by step, and it's all simple. And like you said, ugly pages that sell. That's what we want, isn't it? Nice and simple. Throw them together and still make hundreds of dollars of profit. And the return on investment is crazy in this game as well, because, I mean, you're talking about, even if you don't get a special deal, a coupon deal, and get it for 99 cents, supposing you have to pay $12, oh, that's awful. When you're selling it for like $100, $200, $300, $400, or in your case, I think you've gone up quite a bit higher than that, haven't you?
Yeah, close to $1,000 for a couple bucks for a domain name. So yeah, I walk you through the templates. You copy my design, you cater it to your domain name, and it's very effective. And of course, the marketing techniques are pretty ecstatic. So definitely follow this.
Excellent. Well, Lance, thanks very much for your time. Much appreciated. It looks absolutely glorious where you are today. It's not so bad out here, but, you've definitely got the weather there today. It looks like it's barbecue weather for you today.
It might be. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So, all righty.
All right. Cheers, buddy. Take care.